Laws about fairness. You must not tell lies. You might be a witness in court. Don't help a bad person by telling lies. You must not do wrong just because everyone else is doing it. You might be a witness in court. Then you must not ruin a fair trial. You must not tell lies just because everyone else is. A poor man might be in court. You must not take his side just because he is poor. You might see your enemy's ox or donkey wandering away. Then you must return it to him. You might see that your enemy's donkey has fallen because its load is too heavy. You must not leave it there. You must help your enemy get the donkey back on its feet. You must not be unfair to a poor man when he is in court. You must not lie when you accuse someone in court. Never allow an innocent or honest person to be put to death as punishment. This is because I will not treat guilty people as if they were innocent. You must not accept money from a person who wants you to lie in court. Such money will not let you see what is right. Such money makes good people tell lies. You must not mistreat a foreigner. You know how it feels to be a foreigner. You were foreigners in Egypt. Laws for the Sabbath. For 6 years you are to plant and harvest crops on your land. Then during the 7th year, do not plow or plant your land. If any food grows there, allow the poor people to have it. And let the wild animals eat what is left. You should do the same with your vineyards and your orchards of olive trees. You should work 6 days a week. But on the 7th day you must rest. This lets your ox and your donkey rest. This also lets the slave born in your house and the foreigner be refreshed. Be sure to do all that I have said to you. You must not even say the names of other gods. The names of those gods must not come out of your mouth. 3 yearly feasts. 3 times each year you must hold a feast to honor me. You must celebrate the feast of unleavened bread. Do this in the way I commanded you. For 7 days you must eat bread that is made without yeast. You must do this at the set time during the month of Aviv. This is the month when you came out of Egypt. No one is to come to worship me without bringing an offering. You must celebrate the feast of harvest. Offer to God the first things you harvest. These are from the crops you planted in your fields. You must celebrate the feast of tents in the fall. Do this when you gather all the crops from your fields. So 3 times during every year all men must come to worship the Lord God. You must not offer animal blood along with anything that has yeast in it. You must not save any of the fat from the sacrifice for the next day. You must bring the best of the first fruits of your land. Bring them to the holy tent of the Lord your God. You must not cook a young goat in its mother's milk. Promises. I am sending an angel ahead of you. He will protect you as you travel. He will lead you to the place I have prepared. Pay attention to the angel and obey him. Do not turn against him. He will not forgive such turning against him because my power is in him. You must listen carefully to all he says. You must do everything that I tell you. If you do this, I will be an enemy to your enemies. I will fight all who fight against you. My angel will go ahead of you. He will take you into the land of these people, the Amorites, Hittites, Perizzites, Canaanites, Hivites, and Jebusites. And I will destroy them. You must not bow down to their gods or worship those gods. You must not live the way those people live. You must destroy their idols. And you must break into pieces stone pillars they use in worship. You must worship the Lord your God. If you do, I will bless your bread and your water. I will take away sickness from you. None of your women will have her baby die before it is born. All women will have children. I will allow you to live long lives. I will make your enemies afraid of me. I will confuse any people you fight against. I will make all your enemies run away from you. I will send something like hornets ahead of you. They will force the Hivites, Canaanites, and Hittites out of your way. But I will not force all those people out in only 1 year. If I did, the land would become a desert. Then the wild animals would become too many for you. Instead, I will force those people out of your land very slowly. I will wait until there are enough of you to take over the land. I will give you the land from the Gulf of Aqaba to the Mediterranean Sea. And I will give you the land between the desert and the Euphrates River. I will give you power over the people who now live in the land. You will force them out ahead of you. You must not make an agreement with those people or with their gods. You must not let them live in your land. If they live there, they will make you sin against me. If you worship their gods, you will be like someone caught in a trap. God and Israel make their agreement. The Lord told Moses, "You, Aaron, Nadab, Abihu and 70 of the elders of Israel must come up to me. You must worship me from a distance. Then Moses alone must come near me. The other men must not come near. And the rest of the people must not come up the mountain with Moses." So Moses told the people all the Lord's words and laws for living. Then all of the people answered out loud together. They said, "We will do all the things that the Lord has said." So Moses wrote down all the words of the Lord. And he got up early the next morning. He built an altar near the bottom of the mountain. He set up 12 stones, 1 stone for each of the 12 tribes of Israel. Then Moses sent young Israelite men to offer whole burnt offerings. They also sacrificed young bulls as fellowship offerings to the Lord. Moses took the blood of these animals. He put half of it in bowls. And he sprinkled the other half of the blood on the altar. Then Moses took the book with the agreement written in it. He read it so the people could hear him. And they said, "We will do everything that the Lord has said. We will obey." Then Moses took the blood from the bowls. He sprinkled it on the people. He said, "This is the blood that begins the agreement. This is the agreement which the Lord has made with you about all these things." Moses, Aaron, Nadab, Abihu, and 70 of the elders of Israel went up the mountain. They saw the God of Israel. Under his feet was a surface. It looked as if it were paved with blue sapphire stones. And it was as clear as the sky. These leaders of the Israelites saw God. But God did not destroy them. Then they ate and drank together. Moses gets the stone tablets. The Lord said to Moses, "Come up the mountain to me. Wait there, and I will give you 2 stone tablets. On these are the teachings and the commandments. I have written these to teach the people." So Moses and his helper Joshua set out. Moses went up Sinai, the mountain of God. Moses said to the elders, "Wait here for us until we come back to you. Aaron and Hur are with you. Anyone who has a disagreement with others can take it to them." Moses meets with God. When Moses went up on the mountain, the cloud covered it. The greatness of the Lord came down on Mount Sinai. The cloud covered the mountain for 6 days. On the 7th day the Lord called to Moses from inside the cloud. The Israelites could see the greatness of the Lord. It looked like a fire burning on top of the mountain. Then Moses went into the cloud and went higher up the mountain. Moses was on the mountain for 40 days and 40 nights.